Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Dick Pritchard from Columbus, Ohio, and you are listening to our CTFO Rockstar Team Training for November the 15th, 2020. I hope you all had a great week. Let's get going. If you're new to CTFO, it is a nutritional products and wellness company. You can either be a wholesale customer or you can build a business. Up to you. It was founded by the three guys you see on your screen if you're watching online: Steve and Stuart Finger, two brothers, and Michael Kahn. I have personally known Stu and Michael for more than 10 years. Great people, as honest as the day is long, the kind of people you want running the company that you're working with. I've known Steve for about a year. An equally great guy, I just haven't known him as long. All three of these guys do not receive any corporate bonuses or salaries. No, they are paid just like you and me. If they want to make money, they have to create a sales organization and create product sales. That's the only way money is made in our company, is through product sales. No money is made until products are sold. It's about selling products. Now, we don't hold parties or go door to door, that kind of thing. We simply introduce people to our business for free, and then they can decide at what level they want to participate, whether or not they want to be a product customer or a wholesale product customer, or whether or not they want to actually build a business. Okay? Entirely up to them, no pressure. All right. We made some progress this week. We signed up 175 new members. 8 of those came in for free by mail from a postcard, flyer, print ad, postal profit system registration form. But they came in physically by mail to me. Our 31-day team sales volume, $57,552. That's up a little bit. Our weekly team sales volume so far, the week is not quite over yet, $13,758. That's a pretty good week. I'd like to see it to be 25 or 30,000, but hey, I'll take 13. We sold 1 platinum pack and 3 silver packs this week. That's good. We're still selling packs almost every single week, and that's a good thing. We now have a total of 43,870 members. Yes, I understand a lot of them are not active. When the company allows people to sign up for free and they don't kick them out for not buying product, and that goes on for 5 years in my case, you're going to have a lot of inactive members, people who fell by the wayside or never did anything or whatever. I don't focus on that. These are the metrics that I look at that you see on your screen, and total members is just one metric. It's probably much less meaningful than our TSV numbers, our sales, our packs sold. Okay, our postal profit system, our letter mailing system that brings people in on an auto ship, we had a bunch of responses to our most recent mailing that went out on or about November the 3rd. And we sent out 98 info packs this week, 37 follow-up info packs, and we had 2 auto ship sign-ups. Well, let's do a little training and updates. Remind you once again, there is a postcard special for October, November, $99 for 1,500 names and 3 postcards. Okay? You want to take advantage of that? Use the order form or I have one guy who's contacted me by email. I'll get back to him today. But basically, you can PayPal me the $99 as long as I have your shipping address. And I've already had 3 or 4 people take advantage of that special. It will go on until November the 25th, day before Thanksgiving. Secondly, let's talk about shortcuts. Today I received faxes for 2 people, which were CTFO registration forms to the postal profit system. Now, both of these people are AutoShip members, and they're entitled to use the system, but neither of them have been through the process. I believe their upline sponsor just gave them a registration form and said, fax this to Pritchard, and he will send you a starter pack. Well, I in this case, against my better judgment, I did send them a starter pack. But please don't do that. People do not need to be using the postal profit system unless they have been through the process. Somebody asks you about it, send them an invitation letter request form. That's what they need to start with. They need to see the invitation letter. They need to see the info pack. They need to understand how the system works. If you try to bring them in on the back end, they're going to be confused. You know, there's an old saying in our industry, don't do anything that's not duplicatable, and don't do anything you don't want duplicated. I don't want this duplicated. It's going to create confused people who don't understand what to do. They'll start getting coupons. They'll maybe do a mailing, start getting coupons, and they won't know what to do with them. It's very important that people understand how that system works before they use it. So don't take shortcuts. Number 3, I've been talking about the 10X Pure Gold CBDA samples and how you can use them and all of that to build your business. But here's something that I've learned this past week. Now, the samples are supposedly the same stuff that's in the 10X Pure Gold CBDA roll-on. If you've used the roll-on, it's got a pretty small ball on the roll-on, okay? It's not like the roll-on deodorant or stuff like that have a nice big ball. So I don't know about you, but it's kind of hard for me to roll that ball over a fairly large area of my shoulder, my back, that kind of thing. So what I did this past week was I opened up a sample, and I just put some on my fingers and rubbed it on my back. Oh, wow. I think from now on, rather than get the roll-on, I'll just get more samples, and I'll use a little sample pack every time my back hurts, or every time my shoulder hurts, every time my knee hurts. I encourage all of you to do the same. Now, the roll-on, I guess they could make the ball bigger and the bottle bigger, but then they'd have to charge more for it because it would be, more product. So I understand why they keep it the size they do, so they can sell it for $47. Makes a great AutoShip product, right? But you may want to, if you have pain issues, okay, you may just want to order some samples. You get a whole bag of them, 30 of them, for $29.95. So if you're like me and you got pain in various places, use those samples as a product, and of course give them out to other people, because I guarantee you when you hand that sample to somebody who has sore shoulder, sore back, sore knee, whatever, it's going to help. They're going to notice, all right? They're going to notice right away. And they'll say, how can I get some of this stuff, okay? And that's your opening to say, well, here's my website. You can go order them there, or if they say, well, I'm not online or anything, you give them the CTFO customer support phone number and say, well, you can get them over the phone. Here's my ID and here's this phone number, or let's call them together and I'll make sure you're signed up as a wholesale customer so you get wholesale prices. Great way to build your customer business. Okay, I want to take a few minutes and talk about how to advertise your business. Every week I tell you, if you want to make money, you must advertise your business because you have to bring in other people who buy product. That's the only way you can make money. So I want to talk a little bit about advertising. Several ways you can advertise. Let's start with the things that are least expensive and move up to things that are more expensive. Okay. Number one, word of mouth. Too many people ignore this method. All right, you can hand out samples, as I mentioned before. You can talk to people. You can send people to your website. You can talk to people you know. Ask them to take a look at your website. You can actually ask them to go sign up for free under you and tell them, this will help me if you just sign up for free, even if you never buy anything. That'll make them crazy. And then you can take them to the pay plan video and say, look at that part about profit sharing positions. That's how you'll help me even if you never buy anything. That'll make them even crazier. But word of mouth, especially if you have no money or little money, is really the way you need to go. Almost everything else costs money. All advertising either costs time or money. Word of mouth is something that costs time but no money. Secondly, sampling. Well, I mentioned this earlier. We have the keto creamer samples. We now have the 10X Pure Gold CBDA samples. Very soon we will have coffee, and the coffee is a nice sample size. So one way to build your business or advertise your business is by sampling. All of those samples are small enough you can send them in the mail to family. I know people, we're all separated from our families right now, mostly across the country. So you can mail samples to people and say, hey, I know you always had a sore back. Try this stuff. Or I know you love coffee. Try this incredible coffee. But sampling does cost a little money, depending on, of course, how you do it. And, you'll have to pay for the sample. You'll have to pay for the price of mailing it if you're mailing it to somebody. It's a good idea to send samples. Let's say you get new members from some online method or from a postcard or whatever. If you send them one of our welcome letters, nothing wrong with putting a sample in that letter, okay? You might have to add a little postage. The 10X Pure Gold CBDA samples, you can probably get away with just a regular 55-cent stamp, but if you're going to put a creamer sample or the coffee, you're probably going to have to add some postage to the letters. So that's something that's pretty inexpensive that you can do. Number 3, postal mail. Obviously, we have really two postal mail systems. Our free postcard system, where you can get free postcards if you order leads from me. We have our postal profit system, where you pay to have letters mailed out for you, and they get they send you a coupon that you send to me with a couple bucks out of the money they sent you, and then they get a big info pack about the business and get an opportunity to sign up on AutoShip. Okay, so those are systems that we've been using, really postcards for 5 years, postal profit system for almost 2 years now, and they work, okay, but they do cost money. They certainly cost more than word of mouth or sampling. Number 4, print ads, okay. One of the things you can mail is one of our flyers. Well, the flyer is it's 2 pages. The front is a standard pitch for business. It has your website and a coupon at the bottom that they can send to me to join by mail. On the back is just a big picture and summary of the products. So you can just use the front page if you want, or both pages printed on 2 sides of a piece of paper. But you can also take that front page and create a print ad, put it in these various little opportunity newspapers that you see around. People are doing that. You can put it in a bigger magazine if you want to spend more money. Print ads usually, well, depending on the size and the circulation of where you put it, can cost you quite a bit of money. You can do that if you like. I use print ads as part of my portfolio. Okay. Number 5, online ads and clicks. Let's talk about that a little bit. Solo ads. A number of people in our organization know how to create and run solo ads online. Some people try to use social media. I don't believe social media is very effective, but that's an option. You can buy clicks. You will hear most people, including my upline, promote a click service called, CBDleads.com or something like that. I forget. That may not be correct. I have tried CBDleads.com, and I'm going to tell you about clicks in general. You're going to get a fair amount of garbage when you buy clicks, no matter who you buy them from, including CBDleads.com. Why? It's mainly because of the way the people who generate the clicks do their advertising. Okay, they don't really have a way, a good way to separate bots and fake people and stuff like that from real people, and that's a problem. Okay, I know, because I get one of those 173 or however many signups. I try to put those people on my email list every week, but I go through and I eliminate the ones with obviously fake names. I check the email addresses through a service that tells me whether or not there's spam traps or deliverable or whatever. And I can tell you, a fair amount of those people who come in from clicks are not real people. Okay. Now, if you're not in the USA, online and word of mouth are your only 2 options. I guess you can use sampling. but postal mail is not really an option for you, okay? It's not that mail doesn't work outside the USA. It is that I can't accommodate people who are mailing outside the USA because it is prohibitively expensive to ship postcards to any other country, including Canada, okay? So I only allow people with who live in one of the 50 U.S. states or one of the U.S. territories to use my postcard system. We only have U.S. leads as well, okay? So if you're international, and we're getting more and more international members as time goes on, I started tracking that. We had a number of new members this week who are from various other countries, Canada, I can't remember where else, Portugal, Great Britain, so on. So we do get international members. In January time frame, okay, I will have a better way for you to generate traffic online, but you're going to have to, between now and then, be a little patient. I'm not a click buyer myself. I just don't think they're all that effective. But those are your options on how to advertise. Well, how do you build a business? Some of this will be repeat, but I'm going to go through it very quickly. Number one, be an active member. If you're not using your own products and you can't find one $47 product out of the 80 plus that the company has, then you're in the wrong business, okay? If you don't like our products, you don't want to use our products, you're in the wrong business, okay? Be a product of your own products. Find one $47 product that you're willing to buy every month, put it on auto ship. All right, that qualifies you as an active member. That's important for matrix pay and a number of other things, okay? There are very few ways you can get paid if you're not active, okay? Number two, advertise your business, okay? We talked about that in the last chart, so I won't go through it again, but that's what I get for raking leaves yesterday. But the point is, you must bring in new members. You cannot get paid unless you bring in people who buy product, and they bring in people who buy product, and so on. So you must bring in new members, and that's why you want to advertise. Well, what do you want those new members to do? You want them to do 1 and 2, right? So your sales organization continues to grow. So follow up with them. Every time you get a sign up, the company sends you an email with that person's name, address, phone, and email. So how do you contact them? You can send them an email, but 90+% of emails go unseen, unopened. They end up in spam folders and so on. You can call them on the phone, but if you're lucky, you'll get voicemail and you may not get a return phone call. You can text them. That works a little better if their phone number is a cell phone. Okay, the response to text is considerably higher than response to emails. But guess what everybody does? They open their postal mail. So if they live in the USA, okay, you can send them one of our welcome letters. It's a 2-page letter with your information on the letter itself, and then the second page is a free postcards request form. So guess what that letter does? It encourages them to do number 1, so they can get some free postcards and names. And when they get the free postcards and names, assuming they mail them, it gets them started doing number 2. All right. So Basically, what do you do after you do these things? Oh, by the way, if you want a welcome letter with your information on it, just shoot me an email and give me your name, username, and ID so I get the right person, and I will send you one by return email. But what do you do after you do 1, 2, and 3? You just keep doing it over and over again. Rinse and repeat. Keep doing it till you're making all the money you want to make. Okay? Now, what about our discounted tax strategies? One aspect of the pay plan is PAC pay. You want to be qualified for PAC pay. Well, how do you do that? Well, first of all, you must buy one pack of some size, can be silver, gold, or platinum, and be on product authorship, of course. All right. If you go into your back office and you click on buy product or whatever it says, buy product, and it's a one-time buy, you will see right at the top of the page, you pick, let's say you bought a 4-pack of keto shakes, okay? Well, it'll say you need X, if you spend X more dollars, you can get a 5% discount. The 5% discount level is a silver pack. The 10% discount level is a gold pack, and the 15% discount level is a platinum pack. Brand new people get an additional 10% during their first 10 days, 10 for 10. So if you're going to buy a pack, I strongly recommend you buy one during your first 10 days, okay? That makes you PAC qualified no matter whether you bought silver, gold, or platinum. You're PAC qualified, okay? There's the platinum qualifies you for a few more levels of team pay, but for most of you, that's not a big issue, okay? So number 2, enroll your spouse or other family member under you as a personal, okay? Now, why do you want to do that? Because if you buy all your additional products under your family member as discounted packs, you save additional money. Every time you buy a silver pack under your spouse, you get a $50 bonus. Gold pack, $100 bonus. Platinum pack, $200 bonus. You would be surprised how easy it is to do this over and over again. As an example, my wife likes the 1500 10X Pure Oil. A 3-pack of that oil qualifies as a silver pack. So if I buy that under her, I get, not only do I get a 5% discount, but I get another $50 off because of the bonus, okay? This is a smart way to buy product. If you're going to use a bunch of skin care or whatever, hair care, if you're going to use any product in bulk, this is the smart way to buy it because you're saving more money. But there's more. Follow up with every one of your personals and teach them to do what you are doing. And what does that do? Well, every time they become PAC qualified, you get a bonus, okay? But even more, as they do that and they teach their people to do that, you can watch your sales volume, your PAC bonuses, and your team pay explode. This is how to build your business fast, okay? You don't have to enroll 1,000 people. If you enroll 3 active people and you get this PAC thing going, you will be amazed at how fast your volume and your ranks and all that kind of stuff can grow. All right, why do we use direct mail? Well, I won't dwell on this too long, but let me say this. Before you use direct mail, You should always contact your warm market first. Do the word of mouth thing with your warm market. Why? Well, mainly because direct mail is slow, okay, and direct mail is sent to what we call cold market, people you don't know, and warm market responds much better than cold market. I'm sorry, they do. Maybe your warm market won't listen to you, and I hear all that all the time, but you should always contact your warm market first so that you have a little team, even if it's only 2 or 3 people, to mail with you. That's very, very important. Well, mail allows you and your little team that you built from your warm market to approach people you don't know. The cold market, okay? Cold market doesn't respond as well as warm market. Mail is an advertising technique, just like print ads or anything else or online ads. The response rates are not real high, okay? So you have to be prepared for that. Don't expect to mail 250 postcards and have magic happen, because that ain't how it works. Sorry. All right, number 3, anybody can mail a letter or a postcard with no training. That's very important because a lot of techniques that people use in our industry, you have to learn how to talk to people on the phone. You have to learn how to do this or that online. You have to go to a weekend boot camp to learn how to do it. Well, you don't need to do any of those to mail a postcard, right? So that's important. Because no training is required, that means it's very easily duplicated. All right? It means that brand new people can start doing it, although we recommend they do number 1 first, okay? You get your warm market, they get their warm market, they get their warm market. That alone gets you off to a great start. So the point is, direct mail is duplicatable. Very important word, okay, in our industry. It means that you can build on the work of other people, because you don't have to mail all the postcards or all the letters or all the flyers or whatever you're mailing, and that gives you what we call leverage. Okay, leverage, very important word in our industry. Well, does it work? Yeah, it works for everybody except those who quit mailing or quit advertising. Okay, mail is something you need to do on a consistent basis over and over again. No, you don't try to just throw 3,000 postcards in mail, sit back and wait. What our postcards say, 17 postcards a day. If you multiply that out, that's about 500 a month or 100 a week or whatever, okay? That's the level that we recommend if you're going to do postcards. If you're going to do postal profit system letters, we recommend 500 or more at a time. If you can afford to do it every month, great. If you can afford to do it every 2 months or every 3 months, that's equally great. Do what you can afford. Create an advertising budget and stick to it. Decide how many postcards you're going to do postcards. How many can you afford to mail per week? I like weeks for postcards. Okay? If the number is 100, fine. If it's 50, fine. If it's 25, fine. It's just that if the fewer you mail, the slower things are going to go. But understand that mail is the slow way to build this business. The fast way is always word of mouth, okay? Faster and more responsive, okay? But there's nothing wrong with supplementing word of mouth with mail. I've used mail for 10 plus years, and it works great. All right. Just a couple of reminders, the CTFO corporate webinars are at 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Just go to ctfowebinar.com at the appointed time, and you will be directed to sign up for the webinar. The Tuesday webinars are generally about a business opportunity webinars, and the Thursday ones are product oriented. I recommend that you attend those webinars on a regular basis, or at least watch the replay. The replays are sent to you by company email, usually a day or two later. So if you can't be there live, watch the replay. Secondly, Mike Swilling, my personal enroller, my friend, who is the #1 distributor in the entire company. Yes, bigger than the 3 founders. Mike holds his legacy team call at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. If you want to call in, the number is 319-527-2973. If you know Mike on Facebook or you're in his Facebook group, he also does that as a Facebook Live presentation. Mike does not use direct mail. He does do some print ads and stuff like that. But basically, Mike is a word-of-mouth guy, okay? If you are building by word of mouth, or if you have no choice but to build by word of mouth, then Mike is the guy you want to listen to, okay? I have enormous respect for Mike, and so that's why I mentioned his call on this training. Okay, well, let's talk stories. I don't have a specific story today, but I do want to remind all of you that we're seeing what people are calling the beginning of the 3rd wave of COVID-19. Every state in the country is code red. A few of them are about to go code purple. Code red means that the hospitals are being pushed to their limits, okay, in terms of people being hospitalized and so on. So I encourage you all to take precautions. Stay away from crowds, wear a mask when you're in public. Know those things are not foolproof or perfect, but they're better than ignoring this and pretending it's not a real virus, because trust me, it is. People are dying. People are getting sick. People are being put into the hospital with this stuff. I recommend that you not have a big family gathering at Thanksgiving. That's a recommendation of our health professionals, okay? Have a small, just your immediate family Thanksgiving, and be thankful that you don't have COVID-19, because the people I've talked to who do have it or have had it, it wasn't fun, okay? Some had very mild cases, others are still suffering the after effects. The husband of one of my friends from my hometown, who was probably, late 60s, 70s, something like that, got it a couple weeks ago, and he passed away this past week, okay? It's a serious disease. Take it seriously. I want all of you around next year when this is finally done. We're supposedly are going to have vaccine as early as December, and as early as April will be distributed around the country. I plan to take that vaccine, even though it has been rushed to market. I think it's the wise thing to do. You can do what you want to do, but that's my plan. In any case, have a fantastic week, folks. Dr. Dick, signing off.